Hey, geeks. This is Jeff Opolka from Edgewater, Florida. You know, I can't listen to Poor Unfortunate Souls from Little Mermaid without repeating along with Ursula, body language. And I also can't get through a Monday morning without listening to Geekin' on Walt Disney World with Curtis and Lindsay.
Are you ready for a fun-filled hour of food favorites, resort hopping, and hanging out with Disney World geeks? It's now time to go geekin' on Walt Disney World. Here's our dad and co-host. Hollywood was impressed with his performance in crowd scenes at the Indiana Jones stunt show. He never misses an 11 a.m. margarita at the Mexican Pavilion. And Mike Wazowski is still raving about his performance as that guy over at Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Curtis Stone.
Welcome home, Disney World geeks. Last week we had 3 new Super Geeks that I met in the parks, and this week on the show I bring back 3 special long-time Super Geeks that I finally was able to meet in person. It was so awesome. On my last trip to Disney World on episode 225 of the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast, I am your Geekin' Family Podfather, Curtis Stone, and we are the family-friendly father-daughter podcast, also featuring Mama, Auntie Judy, Soul Sister Holly, cousins Jen and EJ, and our Geekin' family will feed your passion for Walt Disney World by sharing our experiences and opinions, as well as others from our community of passionate Walt Disney World geeks. I'm so excited you're here with us listening to our show, and we consider you family, part of our Geekin' family, so join us every Monday as we share travel tips, resort reviews, and lots of food talk through our live trip reports, interviews with our Geekin' family members about their trips, and special guest roundtables on fun Disney World topics from Geekin' family members all around the world. We take pride in the awesome and positive community in our Geekin' family, so join us to share in our love for Walt Disney World and each other, and I bet you'll learn something to try on your next vacation. If you're listening to our podcast to plan your next Disney vacation, well, listen to the end of the show and I'll give you a free offer to get direct advice from our team of Disney travel experts. Hey geeks, and happy Easter to all of our geeks out there listening to me. This week, it's Easter, and I'm recording this intro. It's been a glorious Easter day. I'm so glad spring is here. Oh, yesterday, Saturday, was such a great day. Actually, today turned out to be not so bad either. It's warming up here in the northeast of the United States and in Connecticut, and I'm so glad. And although the weather report doesn't look all that great, we got some snow for Monday being forecast and even Thursday and Friday, but it will be here soon. I just planted some of my tomato plants for indoors and cucumbers and some flowers. I'm getting ready mentally for that spring and warm weather. Well, I just have so many friends of the show, and we want to bring them all on to talk about their trips. And over the past 2 weeks, I've had 6 of our Super Geeks come on and tell their trip reports. 3 from last week that you've already heard. We got 3 of our long-term Super Geeks coming on the show this week to tell us all about their trips. And these were so special to me because I've been wanting to do their trip reports, and it was so great that I got a chance to meet them on our January trip. It was so special listening and reviewing their trip report. This week we're bringing on Lisa Green, Heather Brainerd, and Jaime McGee. One big motivation for me for doing this podcast, guys, is the friends that I've met over blogs and social media, and then hopefully one day to meet them in person. Well, this past trip was so epic for me for realizing that dream. Well, the highlights of this trip report this week in the Roundtable is going to be our meetup stories. Listen to how we met up each other in the parks. Lisa's going to talk about Joseph, her son's college programs so far. Jaime talks about her Caribbean beach resort. Really interesting because of all the construction going on there. And Heather talks about the time she spent at the Boardwalk Villas. And then we also hear a little bit about their success in terms of working with the Touring Plans Room Finder fax system. Jelly rolls on the boardwalk. Somebody is talking about that. Hey, Lisa Green stays at Bay Lake Tower and she gets an upgrade. Why is it people that come on my show get an upgrade, but I never do? That's kind of a fun part of the joking thing that I talk about with the podcast. Jamie, all right, let's talk about some things to eat. Ohana, Bon Voyage breakfast at Trattoria El Forno. The boathouse they try, I think it was for the first time with her husband, Bert, and I'm so glad he had a good time there. That was a great recommendation from us. He loves boats, so great that Bert had a good time at the boathouse with the family. Heather talks about La Hacienda in Mexican Pavilion. That's that little place that is out near the water that many people actually miss. She talks about doing a lot of lounges, including the Baseline Tap House. Lisa talks about Via Napoli, Whispering Canyon, and Il Molina at the Swan, which I don't think I've ever talked about here on the podcast. That's cool to have a new restaurant. And of course, she really loves Tiffin's. First time things for our Super Geeks. Jamie, Pandora at Night. Daughter's having the first time on Everest. You know, her kids are young and they're starting to do some of them bigger rides. We talk about Star Wars virtual reality down at Disney Springs, which is something really cool. Some of our geeks are checking out. That is really awesome. Been posting about that in the Facebook group. Heather checks out the Edison Emirates Patisserie house hunting down in Florida, which I am really interested. I'm glad Heather talked about that with her husband, Rich. Lisa checks out the Festival of the Arts, which we have really enjoyed. Moonlight Magic Night over at the Magic Kingdom. And this wasn't new, but she talks about how it was really kind of fresh and new. They had a really good experience with the Run Disney event that her and her daughter attended. We talk about pixie dust moments, and Jamie mentions some great cast member interactions that were really sweet and a really great interaction with a guest. Heather says that the Geekin meetups were super awesome. Yeah, they were, Heather. I think we all agreed on that. That was great fun, as I was saying before. Lisa, swooning with the characters. I love listening to the ladies swooning over the characters. I guess I'm a little bit jealous that they're swooning over all the characters. Overrated and underrated. Jamie talks about how the Bell Services crew is underrated. I so agree with that, Jamie. And we finish up with some great tips for newbies from all of our super geeks who are really experienced and knowledgeable geeks. Hey geeks, it's time for Spring and Garden Festival and also time to go down to Disney World with three of my great friends, Lisa, Heather, and Jamie. Well, I just recently recorded a Roundtable trip report with three brand new super geeks that I had the privilege to meet them down in Disney World for my January trip. It was so much fun, both meeting them and talking about it afterwards. And if you don't know, if you're a new listener to the show, a super geek is an exclusive club. It's listeners who have been guests on the show. It's pretty simple. And I've got three of my favorites. And again, I got a chance to meet them after such a long time of talking with them on the podcast. So I'm so excited to bring them on and talk about their latest trips this past January. So let's bring them on. First, her happy place is walking down Sunset Boulevard at Sunset Inn's Hollywood Studios. She totally embarrassed her husband swooning over Kylo Ren and can't wait to see Kylo again. And if you lose her, look no farther than the Polynesian Resort and find her eating pork nachos. I love that. And drinking at Trader Sam's Tiki Terrace. I love that too. Please give a warm Geekin' family welcome to Jamie McGee. Hey, Jamie.
Hello, geeks. I'm here. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
So awesome. I love, I was thinking about that. I don't know if many people think about that Trader Sam's Terrace. That's the outside part, right, Jamie?
That is, yes. It has a great view. You can see the castle in the distance. And I'm just trying to soak up that Florida sunshine when I'm in Disney World. So
I know.
That's why I like to sit outside.
I went for a walk when we were there at the Polynesian, of course, going to my favorite restaurant, Ohana. I took a walk around, and there was a guy playing Hawaiian music out there. I think just on a guitar, nice and acoustic. That looked. I haven't sat out there yet, funny enough.
It sounds like paradise to me.
I love it. I love the Polynesian. You know me. Thanks for coming on, Jamie. We're going to catch up soon, but let's bring on our other friends. She's been a Walt Disney World geek ever since it was just the Magic Kingdom. She often dreams about the cheese empanadas at La Cantina de San Angel. And her favorite thing to rope drop is the Hollywood Brown Derby Lounge. Some of my favorites. I think she's trying to get on my good side, Jamie. Please give a warm Geek and Family welcome to Heather Brainerd. Hey, Heather.
Hey, geeks. Hi, Kurt.
We do have a lot of favorites in common, it seems.
We do, but I might have to change my intro next time I visit you because I recently had the cheese empanadas at La Cantina and they were not so good anymore, unfortunately.
I heard that on your podcast.
It was so sad.
Oh.
I was heartbroken for you.
Thank you.
If that ever happens to my frozen margarita, the lime one, I will be really lost. I don't know what I'd do.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. See, you can always just wash it down with a frozen lime margarita, and you're all set to go. Don't worry about it.
Right. Well, I went with the coconut margarita, and it was amazing.
Oh, where'd you get that one?
Right there at La Cantina.
That's the indoors one, right? No, that's outside. Yeah.
Yeah, that's outside.
Yeah. See, I don't even know the name. I just call it the Mexican Pavilion. But they had a coconut one there? Or is that the new place?
It was delicious.
Was it in the new one or the old standard place?
No, it was at the old La Cantina quick serve.
See, I'm zoned right in, right onto the lime. I've tried to go off the beaten path, and it's never delivered for me, but that's good. All right, let's bring her on. She was our very first guest on the podcast. She's the brains of the Disney Exchange podcast, and she's got the best laugh in Disney World podcasting. Hopefully we'll make her laugh. Please give a warm Geek and Family welcome to Super Geekers, Lisa Green. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, geeks.
How are you, Lisa?
I'm good. I have to say this. I just laugh the way I laugh, but I am never cease to be amazed by the number of people who on our iTunes reviews and on Twitter and on Facebook are always commenting about my laugh. So, it's news to me. I made it to this ripe old age before anyone even noticed I have the laugh that I have, whatever that is.
It took podcasting to do that. I get it.
But I'm so excited to be here because now unfortunately, I haven't met Jamie face to face, but now I'm like close, personal face to face friends with Kurt and Heather. I
know. Well, that was the first question I wanted to ask you guys. We're going to go through a bunch of questions I've been using for trip reports, and it's a lot of fun doing this roundtable format. It's been working out for us, and you guys had some shorter trips, I think, if I remember, but at least had a couple trips, so she can review those. But yeah, first question is, how cool was it for us all to meet in person? I know it was. Lisa,
I was kind of laughing because thank God for technology. Because Heather's like, hey, I'm in Epcot. You in Epcot? I'm like, yeah, I'm in Epcot. We're eating at Via Napoli. And she's like, I'm watching the British in the UK Pavilion. And I said, yeah, I'll holler at you when we're on the move. And so a little while later, I said, we got to head toward World Showcase. We're on the move. And she said, I'm sitting on a bench at World Showcase. So when we topped the bridge toward World Showcase, I looked down the hill and screamed, Heather! And then it was like, the world fell away. We were running towards each other through a field of flowers in slow motion.
It was beautiful.
Whereabouts were you? Where were you?
Oh, it was right at the International Gateway.
That was it. The International Gateway. That's what it was.
Oh, before you get in, kind of like the
yes. I just told the story wrong, but yeah.
Oh,
the end result was that we were just
That's
So excited.
yeah. How did you
Be
guys?
friends with somebody on social media for almost 5 years, and then you finally get to meet them face to face. And that's how I felt with Kurt and Margita and Auntie Judy.
Yeah.
When I saw you guys, I was like, I know these are my people. Hello.
Yes, exactly.
Lisa, I knew you were in the general vicinity, I think, because we were messaging, weren't we? I think.
Yes.
But I still was kind of surprised when you tackled me in the Canada Pavilion.
I left the beer line for that. So it's important if I leave the beer line at the UK Pavilion.
So awesome. I think you guys were exactly as I pictured you. It's funny. Like you said, we've been talking on the internet for so long. It makes it so easy. Lisa and Heather, did you guys first meet like on my podcast or before?
I don't think so. I think it was before that.
I do too.
Yeah, I was.
You guys knew each other somehow.
Yeah,
We were following each other's blogs.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. I started reading Lisa's blog years ago. Like I think pretty much when you first started it, Lisa, or close to the beginning. And
So sweet. Yeah, loyal reader.
Nice.
That's right. And we've just, gotten to know each other over the years and finally in person.
Yeah, it's funny. It took so long. It's had to be almost 4 years. But
I think it was
more.
more than 4. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so when Heather you were messaging Mama, weren't you? I think
I was, yes.
And I didn't even know it. Like for the entire morning, you guys were messaging. She never said a word to me.
Well, see, I know who's in charge of your Disney trips, so I went straight to the top.
Well, you know me too well. I follow their lead exactly, and we were in World Showcase. Also, we were in China. I was like chomping at the bit. They were just putzing around in China. I'm like, come on, let's go. I want to meet Heather and Rich and you. I forget where you were, but the middle ground was Germany.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so we met up in Germany.
And I know Rich and I went to get a beer in the line, the traditional beer line there. And you guys, I never spent any time in the, what's it called? Wineskeller or Vinekeller, whatever it's called.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Have you ever been in there before? No.
Yeah, we have done the Epcot Wine Walk. So,
Is that where it goes?
We've been there.
That was a dumb question, but I'm surprised I never spent any time there. I mean, I always get a beer outside, or I've obviously been to the buffet a gazillion times, but that was a great spot for us to stand up there and try some German stuff.
Yeah, it was good, and it wasn't too busy in there. We were able to get a little table, so it worked out really well.
We were like the only ones. We got a great picture there. That was awesome. And then Jaime came to our meetup, the one at the Nomad.
I sure did. Yeah, Saturday. So we had flown in Friday night, and then Saturday headed over to Animal Kingdom and met you guys at Nomad Lounge. And I think Heather was there.
Yes, Heather was. Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
Me and my crew of Bert and I and my little geeks who actually, Kurt, I have to say, you have some other little friends here who want to say a quick hello before they're supposed to be in bed.
They're supposed to be. Oh, okay. Yes.
Talking to, our favorite podfather, and said they ran down in their pajamas. So we have some friends who want to say hi.
Can they hear me?
You have to talk, guys.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. How are you doing, guys?
This is Adeline.
Hi, Adeline. I still have your card. I still have your picture here on my desk, matter of fact.
Say hi, Ruthie. Hey. And Lena, the littlest, who's 4 and is hiding behind her sister. So they just ran down here and heard your voice and wanted to say hello.
Oh, thanks. They are so cute. And we just had a great time meeting them, too.
Yes,
and Adeline.
So it was perfect timing. They came down to say hi, and they were they came with us on this trip. So it wasn't a couple's trip for us this year, or this time. It was a family affair. So
that's right. I still love my picture of Baloo. I have it right here on my desk. I gotta frame it. I love that. It's I told the story on a trip when I was doing a coffee walk, I think, after I met you guys.
Yeah. On one of your live trip reports. So,
it really hit me because I had, when I was in high school, you might not believe this, but I was a pretty good basketball player. And I went to a small town that was like rabid for basketball where I lived. And I had this one guy who followed us very closely because he played basketball with my uncle and had won a state championship. And he used to come to all the games. And his daughter was young at the time, and she came up to me before a game and handed me a picture and said, "You're my favorite basketball player," and it was the cutest thing ever. I still have it in my scrapbook, so it reminded me kind of that. So that was a great memory for me.
Yeah, you're definitely internet famous. My kids,
at your house, yeah. Well, that was so great. Yeah, Heather. Yeah, we weren't supposed to meet Heather at the Epcot. That was a day before. So then you guys came over to the meetup. That Nomad Lounge was perfect for that too, wasn't it, guys?
Oh, it was. Yeah.
It was the perfect setup. Like I was saying, like we came in, and I think Heather and I saw each other through a window, or she came up to me.
We did.
I think she recognized, like you said, your friends on the internet. You see each other's picture, and
right.
You see videos. So she came up to me, and I was like, Heather, like we do, you just know each other right away. Like you've been friends forever. So it worked out perfect. And then we kind of spotted some tables, and Holly came, and Jeff, and a few other geeks, and it was a wonderful night. So it was fun.
I know, everybody was yapping. It went so fast, and we were on.
I know. Before you know it, all of our fast passes, we all looked at our phones and our watches. We were like, oh, I have this fast pass. I have that fast pass. Gotta go.
Well, I got some good hugs. I know that. Thanks, guys. It was so great. I must have met up with 15 people this time. It was outstanding. Best part of my trip. All right. So Jamie, so you were down there. This was end of January, right? And you already said who went with you. So we got that. Heather, you and your husband, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just the two of us in January. And I actually just got back from my first ever solo trip. So,
really?
So this was kind of tough for me to remember back to January. I was getting confused about, okay, what did I do then and what did I do in February?
What was the solo trip all about? How did that come?
Well, it was actually a work-related workshop that happened to be in Orlando. So, Of course, I had to stay at Disney. It had to be done.
Nice. That's how you got to see Lisa, right?
Yeah.
Because Lisa, you were there for, let's see, I know the two trips. Your son, Joseph, that was kind of I want to call it last minute because I remember when this happened to Lindsay. I think she got the notice that she was going to be a cast member like in October or something like that. I don't know how it worked for Joseph. But did you make plans to go then after learning that, right?
Well, he's super independent. So, if anybody's listening whose kid wants to go into the Disney College program, he didn't need us to take him there.
Yeah.
But it was an 800 mile drive.
Yeah.
So we thought, well, if we took two cars, he took his and we took ours, then his sister could keep him company on the way there. We could have one big last blowout weekend with him at Disney World. Any excuse will do. And then when Monday morning came, we headed for the airport. No, we weren't flying. We got back in our car, and he went on to check in to the college program and move himself in and what have you.
He's doing well?
He's doing well. He is. He's working a lot of hours. And so I called him last night because mother's intuition kicked in. I called him last night, and he said he had just had this week is for some reason being especially long to him. So he feels like all he's doing right now is working and sleeping.
Yeah.
But he has Friday off. So I was trying to cheer him up by making some suggestions for things he could do on Friday. Like, review more food for me.
He's working food service, isn't he?
He is in quick service food and beverage in Harambe Market.
Oh,
so if you happen to go to Harambe Market and you'll find Joe from Louisiana. He sometimes is emptying trash. Sometimes he's roasting corn at the fruit stand. Sometimes he's ringing up customers in the window. Sometimes he's putting food together in the kitchen. So he's doing lots of different things, which I said something, he had worked 12 days straight and 6 of them involved the trash. And I said, does your boss hate you?
KP duty.
He said, no, I think I have, I had a hidden talent for trash. And he said he actually thought that trash was one of the better tasks because he had so much guest interaction.
Oh,
that's nice.
So, he's made pretzels and done stuff with pretzels. He's shucked a lot of corn for that roasted corn. He's done a lot of stuff. So he's having a great time. And I was afraid when he went that, once he saw how the sausage is made. It might knock the pixie dust off.
Yeah.
And that has not been the case at all.
Oh, good. Yeah. And
so he's, I don't know if Lindsay had anything like that, but so far he's having a really good time. He's just right now this week kind of exhausted.
Well, I think I don't like to put words in Lindsay's mouth because she certainly can speak for herself. You know, there's that, the unfriendly guest, I think was the thing that kind of stuck in her, you know, surprised her a little bit. That piece. Oh, yeah. She worked retail and, you know, there are people that just can be nasty. That's the part. It's not the Disney part. The Disney people were fantastic.
Yeah, Joseph has made a lot of friends with his, you know, they say you'll make friends at where you live, and he lives in Chatham Square. And so he has his Chatham friends, and then he has his Harambe friends.
Yeah.
And, it cracked me up because he said, once you finish traditions training, some stuff just becomes second nature. And he said where he works, the 2-finger point is now absolutely, the Disney point is second nature. He can't not do it. Yeah. And then screaming Jumbo to everyone all the time is a daily part of life. So that made me laugh. Yeah.
Nice. And you went on a second trip for the marathon, right?
Well, we'd registered quite a long time ago.
Yeah.
As the earliest possible moment for the Fairy Tale Challenge. And so Megan and Joseph and I were going to run the 10K and the half marathon. And then several months after that, Megan found out that she and her husband were expecting their first and our first grandchild. Okay. So that put a little kink in our plans. Like, would her doctor even let her run a 10K and a half marathon at 20 weeks? And then Joseph got into the Disney College program. So we thought, well, can he even get off work? Right. So it was very dicey.
Yeah. But it all worked out.
Well, Joseph didn't get to run the half marathon, but he did get off the Saturday of the 10K all day.
Yeah. I bet he puts a lot of miles on where he's working too. So
he does. Yeah. He does. Because sometimes he's running stuff all over the park.
Yeah, right. That is great. All right. Let's see if you guys stayed in any resorts, because everyone wants to know about the resorts. They're a big part of people's trips. And so, Jaime, where did you guys stay? You were there for kind of a long weekend, right?
Yeah, we stayed in Caribbean Beach this time.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. We picked it because this was a kind of a spur of the moment trip in that, we weren't planning on going, months in advance. It wasn't a year in advance. We got the 8 annual passes. So like I've said before, we were blessed enough to kind of, pick a trip here and there when the girls head off of school.
Right.
So they had a holiday weekend. So we looked online really quickly and saw that we had never stayed at Caribbean Beach, and there was an AP discount for the weekend.
Okay.
They were, had a deal. So we decided to stay there for the first time.
Like the big question then is, how was the construction?
It didn't bother me. You saw it, you knew, being a Disney geek, I knew, what was coming and excited about that. So I didn't let it bother me. We don't spend a lot of time in our resort normally.
Yeah.
We do at Polynesian just because it's the Polynesian. And
right.
That's my favorite. But for this trip, it was a quick trip. We wanted to get to the parks. So the construction didn't bother me at all. I wasn't letting it, affect our stay. The only difference is we didn't do any dining in the resort. We didn't do any of the quick service or the, go to breakfast in the parks. We just went on our way and, got into whatever we were doing for the day and not hit the resort dining. So that was the only difference from our past trips.
I think they're revamping the sit-down dinner place there. Was it already it's probably in construction anyway, right?
I think it was. We didn't even look into it. We knew that there was construction with the dining facilities, so we knew that going in. We did our research as always, and just bypassed it totally. So
probably got a good discount because of that. The gondola is coming in that way, right? And there's
yes, right where we stayed. I can't remember where we stayed. I might have to look it up really quickly. Which section of Caribbean Beach? I want to say it was Jamaica.
Okay.
The Jamaican section, I think.
Yeah.
And we did touring plans. You know, we went on touring plans and we looked where the construction was, where it wasn't. I did all my research. And our big thing when we pick a resort is transportation.
Yeah.
We want to be close to a bus stop.
Yep.
Bert does not like waiting, and we want to go. We go full stink every time we go to Disney. So we made sure wherever we were staying, we did the touring plans, the room finder, and we actually got where we wanted to be, which was great. Yeah, I know that was one of the things that you wanted to kind of talk about. So,
I like to ask that. It's fun to see if it works. It's not guaranteed, but
exactly. It didn't work when we stayed at Wilderness Lodge. We didn't get near where we wanted to, but this time we did at Caribbean Beach. So that was a positive.
Well, all those considered, do you enjoy the Caribbean Beach?
It was okay.
Yeah.
And I was actually on the phone with EJ. We were there texting or Facebook messaging while we were there because we were working on our trip in April. We're going in April. So we were chatting and she was asking me and I said, I probably won't stay here again.
Yeah.
Just from it's such a large resort.
Yep.
I'm a small resort kind of gal. I know Polly isn't small, but transportation is a big deal for us. So probably I'm glad we went and we tried it out because I'm interested in all the resorts, but I probably wouldn't go back to Caribbean Beach. But the gondolas are coming.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
And Hollywood Studios is my favorite park. So we'll see what happens. I can never say never.
I like the colors and the vibe. I love Caribbean and that kind of part of it. The pool is pretty nice too, isn't it? You probably didn't even try the pool.
We didn't hit the pool just because of the weather. It was a little chilly.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That weekend that we were there, the 19th through the 22nd. I didn't even bring the girls' bathing suits. I know.
Yeah.
Because I didn't, if it was, chilly, I didn't want them to even think about it. So I kind of didn't even bring it up. So we didn't even go near the pool this trip. So, yeah.
All right. Let's see. Heather, where did you and Rich stay?
We stayed at the boardwalk. We have a small DVC contract there.
Right. Yeah. Nice.
And it was lovely. We did the touring plans room request as well, and we didn't get the exact room that we were going for, but we got pretty darn close.
What were you looking for? What was kind of the place of the boardwalk you were trying to get?
We were looking to stay. Well, we had a standard room, a standard studio.
Yeah.
And we were looking to stay probably where other people don't want to, at the far end, like as far as you can get from the lobby.
Okay.
Because we like to take sort of the kind of like the back door and walk to Hollywood Studios.
Okay. Have you stayed there before then at the boardwalk? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there is different tiers then, right? If you probably have a room on the boardwalk, that's not standard, obviously. That's a higher point value.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because I've heard of people. Yeah. Actually, I think it's Lisa Green's pal, Nicholas. I remember him, I think he was recording or he's doing something off the deck there one time, sitting there watching the boardwalk go by. That's a pretty cool room.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. But we like to stay at the far end because where we were staying, it's pretty much an equal distance to walk either to Epcot or Hollywood Studios.
Okay. Yeah, nice. And what'd you think of the boardwalk?
We love it. The entertainment is great. One of the nights we went to Jelly Rolls, the dueling piano bar.
You did?
There.
Cool. How was that? I haven't heard much from there.
Oh, I've never been there. I want to hear about it.
It was great. I have a thing for dueling piano bars. I don't know what it is. Like everywhere we go, I want to find one and I want to sing along at the top of my lungs. So
it's like karaoke.
It was really fun. Yeah.
It's like live karaoke, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. We loved it.
The conference.
And there's lots of food options there, so that's fantastic, of course. The transportation overall is pretty good, but we had a little issue with getting a bus to the Magic Kingdom. It took, I want to say about 45 minutes for that bus to show up one morning when we were there. Yeah. So after that experience, if we wanted to go to either Magic Kingdom or Animal Kingdom, we would just take a minivan.
the mini minivan.
Yeah,
That seems to be
love that service.
Seems to be a popular choice these days. Yeah. Wow. All right. That is good. We're going to get to your eats little, because I like the area you're in there. All right. Lisa, where did you guys stay? I don't remember. Probably told me.
Oh, come on. Bay Lake Tower.
Oh, you did. Yeah. Spoiled brat.
I'm not a spoiled brat. I'm not. But I like it there because I don't have to take 45 minutes to get a bus to Magic Kingdom. I just get there.
You sound like me with a Polly. I'm like, Polly all the way.
Nah. We were at Bay Lake Tower for part of our...
Skip down the way to Bay Lake Tower. I mean, from Bay Lake Tower to Magic Kingdom. It doesn't get any better than that.
We're not DVC. I know. I'm hiding in shame. Hiding under the table. One day, maybe.
I was listening back to a live trip report. I'm putting one out this week. It's us getting up, me and Judy talking as we're walking to Magic Kingdom from Bay Lake Tower. Funny that you said that. So, all right, Bay Lake Tower, of course.
Well, we booked a studio.
Yeah.
And we did online check-in. And we were just passing under the Walt Disney World sign on the Magical Express when we got our text message what room we were in. So we just went straight to our room, opened the door, and I was like really confused.
Why?
This is not our room. And then I realized we'd been pixie dusted and been upgraded to a 1-bedroom villa. So then I was, happy dancing all around. We were close to the elevators, but not too close. We were one floor below the Sky Bridge. So we were taking the stairs, to get to the Sky Bridge. It was absolutely the most perfect time for that to happen. And I could not have been happier.
Why was it the perfect time?
Well, because we booked a studio and that would have meant that Megan and Joseph were sharing that pull-out couch.
Yeah. Okay.
And Megan packed this gigantic body pillow that she has to sleep with now that she's expecting.
Yeah.
And it was just going to be really kind of awful for them. But no need. Megan had the fold-out couch and Joseph had the fold-out chair and we had our own bedroom and we had 2 full bathrooms. It was perfect.
Well, I'll tell you the secret if you want to get pixie dust and get upgraded a room. Be a guest on my podcast because it seems like everyone I talk to gets it, but I never do. My mama was saying the same thing to me. She said, maybe this time, they'll give us the grand villa because we had a 2-bedroom. I think we had we had a 1-bedroom at the Bay Lake Tower. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But anyways.
You do get pixie dusted. You made all of our friends. We're all family and friends because of you. So
yeah, there you go.
I know it. Oh, Jamie.
You've created a family. So we appreciate you.
I definitely. I'm only joking about that. It's just.
I know.
It's fun. It just when you kind of concentrate on something and every time someone says that, I go, "Why is it always you and not me?" But it seems like it happens a lot. So, I mean, that's the other thing. That's really cool that Disney does that. I feel weird asking you details about Bay Lake Tower because I know it so well. What's your favorite part about Bay Lake Tower besides, we know the walk and the convenience?
Well, I've never, ever had a bad room there. So I never ask for any specific location. I just take whatever they give me.
Really? You don't have a favorite? I have a favorite.
That one where we had the lake view and the theme park view.
Okay.
For only lake view points was pretty good. And the one time we stayed on the very, very tippy top that we were right down the hall from Top of the World Lounge. That was pretty good. But what I like most about it are the cast members. They are completely different than cast members at any other resort to me. I don't care if it's my imagination, but I think it's real. And those cast members are absolutely my kind of people. And they have made me happy on each and every visit. Plus the smell of the lobby is welcome home.
Where do you interact with cast members at Bay Lake Tower? Down in the lobby?
In the lobby.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
then the ones in the hall, the cleaning staff and people in the hall are like, "Hello, good morning." They're just absolutely wonderful, and I just that's the best, the very best.
Do you like the Contempo?
The Contempo Cafe?
Yeah, the quick service there. Yeah,
we just ate there because the buffalo chicken flatbread is the best thing on the menu.
Nice. Did you hear my pool story or the hot tub story? Or
I might have.
Yeah, the spider that got eaten by the gecko.
Yes. Yeah, that's good.
Anyways, yes, Bay Lake Tower. I love it. The contemporary. It's so awesome. All right, guys, let's get into I know you guys love to eat. Jamie, did you get a chance to have some cool restaurants while you were there?
Some new things? Yeah, we actually got to try. We tried, we have our old favorites. Like I said, it was a quick trip. So we did Ohana the night we got in to town. Cool. We flew in, and then as soon as we landed, we took the bus to Magic Kingdom and then got a boat over to Polynesian and did Ohana on Friday night.
So the girls love Ohana too?
They do. Yeah. They do.
It's funny.
Bert was like shoving the food in their mouths, like, keep eating, keep eating. They were exhausted. It was 9:00 at night, but they were eating it up. They were digging that shrimp as always. So
I can talk about a lot of different places, and I like to have fun and say, this is my favorite. And I've always said that about Ohana. Mm-hmm. That's one place I don't get any pushback on. People always rave about Ohana.
Yeah. We love it. Yeah, we love it. Absolutely.
Very few people go against me on that one. So that's always good to hear. Yeah. Any other good ones?
And then we did Saturday morning, we woke up and went to Epcot, and we walked from Epcot. Did we walk? I think we did. Yeah, absolutely. We walked over to the Italian place there on the boardwalk and did the Bon Voyage breakfast. So we woke up super early Saturday morning, got the bus over to Epcot, and then walked through Epcot and walked over to do the Bon Voyage breakfast. And that was amazing. The food was great. And meeting Flynn Rider is the highlight of my trip, I have to say. He's one of my favorites. Absolutely. Bert's probably rolling his eyes right now because I was swooning over Flynn Rider when I was eating my eggs.
I'm rolling my eyes. EJ and Jennifer do the same thing to me.
Shout out to EJ, my girl EJ.
You guys try. I don't know. It's I'm with Bert. I'm with Bert on that one. That's funny, but yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so that was fun. Amazing for the girls. The food was great for breakfast. It was a lot of fun. They bring out the frying pan with the pastries and all you can drink coffee and everything. So that was a fun meet and greet and a breakfast that we did.
We had someone on the Facebook group asking, I think, something about that, how it was. So that's and we had dinner there and really enjoyed it, actually. I was surprised.
Yeah, it's Ariel and Eric. And then for anyone listening and is interested in it, it's Ariel and Eric, and then Rapunzel and Flynn Rider come around, and they spend a ton of time at the table. Rapunzel did a dance through the restaurant with all the kids, the stand up, and they parade around, and Flynn Rider was kind of, making jokes at the table, and Eric came around and did joke, kind of teasing the girls. So that was cute. They had a good time and did pictures and fun stuff like that. So that was one of the highlights of our trip this week.
Yeah, kind of a new one. So that's good to hear that was a favorite for people.
Absolutely.
All right.
And then our last new one. Yeah. Sorry, I have one more dinner that we did that we hadn't done previously was the Boathouse at Disney Springs.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Bert raved about the seafood and he got the lobster and the steak and anything to do with boats is my husband's passion and love and his career. So we had to hit the Boathouse, and he had a great time there.
I was thinking, Jamie, was he asking on the Facebook? Well, we just got him in the Facebook group. He got mad at me at the Nomad Lounge. Said, "How come I'm not in the Facebook group?" But weren't you?
Well, he wanted to be a super geek. He was in the regular Facebook group, but he wanted to be a super geek.
That's what it was.
He said, I've chimed in
on
the podcast. I've talked on the podcast, so I should be a super geek. I was like, you have. He's spoken a few,
exactly.
Chimed in the background.
He was there. No, he was on. You guys came on together one time.
Yeah.
But you guys were trying to figure out which restaurants to go at. Did we recommend the Boathouse to you, I think?
I think, he put it out there like
Yeah.
The Boathouse, the place to go at Disney Springs for, like a steak and seafood, and a bunch of geeks, chimed in that they thought it was wonderful, and the atmosphere is fun, and it's out near the water, and you can sit, and there's like a bar when you go, walk down the boardwalk kind of area and walk around. There's all antique boats out on the water around some of the tables out there, so it's just a fun atmosphere there. And,
I'm glad he liked it.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, it's definitely a favorite of ours. I love that place. Perfect. So that's good. All right. Let's try Heather. What are you and Rich doing for eats?
For food?
Yeah.
Well, we only did 2 ADRs. We actually did the same breakfast the same morning that Jaime did.
Oh, you didn't see each other though?
We did not see each other.
No.
But it was funny that we were there at the same time, or at least on the same day. So we did that, and that was good. And we also did La Hacienda in the Mexico Pavilion, the one that's by the water. And we were there during illuminations, and we requested a window table. So the view of illuminations was just fabulous.
Yeah. People don't think about that restaurant for dinner. Actually, they always think of the pavilion inside, but yeah, there is actually,
right.
I've had people on the Facebook group, some people that I would know that it's there. Were surprised when I said it was a hidden area. They go, "Oh, I didn't even know it was there." Yeah. So
it gets overlooked. And both restaurants were new for us. I mean, we hadn't been to either of them before, and they were both good experiences. Good theming, good entertainment, good food, but not.
Yeah.
At both places, the food wasn't quite what we were expecting it to be.
Yeah, I know you're a foodie. You're a real critic.
We're really spoiled because one of our good friends is a chef.
Right.
So
that's right.
He sets the bar really high for us.
Right. I knew that about you.
So yeah, but we did, this is going to shock you. We did a lot of lounges on this trip.
No, I was with you on a couple of them, so I think it shouldn't shock me too much.
Yeah, but we did the Baseline Tap House for the first time and loved that. And we did the Ale & Compass Lounge for the first time and loved that as well. Excellent. And then we hit all of our old favorites like the Hollywood Brown Derby Lounge, La Cava, several others. We like our lounges.
Do you snack when you go there too?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm not a big eater. I love food, but I like small portions. Yeah. I don't eat big meals.
Yeah.
So I prefer to eat, have a snack in a lounge and then a couple hours later, do it again. Yeah. It's just how I eat.
Well, it works out good when you got, your spouse and it's so easy.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It worked out really well.
We always recommend that. So yeah, the Baseline, I was really impressed with that too. I had to really eat fast and go. Mom she was not happy with me actually. She didn't know I was going to stop in there. It wasn't on the plan.
Oh, no.
It wasn't on the plan, Heather, like you said.
Right?
She had a fast pass for Tower of Terror or something. I had to do those 4 beers like a shot.
Oh no!
So right before the Tower of Terror.
Exactly.
Ooh, hurt.
I had to slam those 4 beers and a pretzel. I had to shove down, but it's got a great. I love the outdoor space there. It's fantastic. So
yes, and we actually sat inside. It was really nice inside too,
and the music there.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Yeah. I think I've posted about that on the Facebook group and how I Googled it. And then I think, Heather, you said that, did you say there was a playlist on Spotify?
Yes.
From the music from there? Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about the music and our server was like, oh yeah, there's a Spotify playlist of all the music. So
yeah,
it's great.
Good one. Yeah.
Well, we had our other meetup at the Ale & Compass. So I'm going to bring in my other friend there. Lisa Green. She came over there with her whole family. We had a good time at the Ale & Compass.
It was good. It was very much fun.
Yeah, it's a kind of a small area. It wasn't a lot of us.
Took it all over.
Took it over, exactly. Did you guys do any restaurants? And it was kind of a last minute trip for you. Anything?
I had booked ADRs at Via Napoli, Il Mulino, and Tiffin's, which I canceled something to get Tiffin's. I canceled Boma to get Tiffin's because I didn't want Joseph when he got off work, I wanted him to be able to meet us.
Yeah.
In time. And then at the last minute, I booked Whispering Canyon lunch. And of those 4 ADRs, Via Napoli was just meh. I mean, I'll eat there again, but our server, her English wasn't great, and she messed up some stuff, and then she forgot something completely. So
I've never had too much luck at Via Napoli for servers.
And then our food was not warm. It was just barely. Yeah, I think 3 of the 4 of us, if not all 4 of us, ordered lasagna because we were trying to load some carbs for the 10K in the morning, and it was just really mediocre.
Yeah,
and it's okay. And then Whispering Canyon wasn't as good as it usually is, and it might be because we didn't sit in the main dining area, which is much more fun to hang out in there and see the server interaction.
Do they do something different at lunchtime, or is it kind of the same?
No, they're kind of the same.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Tiffin's and Il Mulino are 2 of our favorite, and they did not disappoint.
What's that other one?
Il Mulino.
What is that one? I don't recognize that one.
It's at the Swan.
Oh.
So a lot of people don't eat there because it doesn't take a dining plan, but it does take tables in Wonderland, and it's Italian, so it's become tradition before a half marathon.
Oh, okay.
On a Run Disney event for us to eat there.
You like Italian?
I love Italian. I'm not a bit Italian, except my heart is Italian.
Did you try the I always forget the name of the one on the boardwalk.
I have eaten there for breakfast because we did a package for the Candlelight Processional.
Okay.
But I haven't eaten there any other time of the day.
You should try it.
And the food with breakfast was delicious.
Yeah, you should try it. I think you'd like it. All right.
Sure, if it's Italian, yeah.
Yeah, well, Tiffin's, yeah. What's so good about Tiffin's?
Usually everything.
Yeah.
The charcuterie, the cheese board, the wine flights, the really, really interesting entrees.
Right.
I had a pork belly ramen.
Nice.
And it was really unique. What I did do for the first time while we were there, because we didn't eat anywhere new, but I normally only drink beer or wine.
Yeah.
Occasionally I might get a single malt scotch, but I was taste testing a couple of fruity drinks. So I had a rum blossom in Pongo Pongo, and I had a pina colada at the Cove bar at the pool at Bailey Tower. So
yeah.
I did step way outside my comfort zone.
What'd you
fruity girly drinks?
Did you like the pina colada? I like that one.
It was delicious.
Yeah.
But it filled me up. Megan had the my daughter had the regular one that's not alcoholic.
Yeah.
And she and I both said, "Oh my gosh, this thing is so filling."
It's like a milkshake, right? It's like with the it's got raspberry.
Yes, but it's like a pina colada with raspberry lava. And yeah, it was super duper filling. I couldn't finish it, and then I was miserable. Yeah,
you're right. And
I did not find that with the rum blossom. The rum blossom was absolutely spectacular. And what it is the night blossom that's so popular from Pongo Pongo. And when they finish fixing it, they just pour a giant shot of rum on top. Okay. And then they say, "Don't forget to stir it up."
That sounds good. Yeah, that's great. That's over at Pandora, right? In the little right outside Santulli Canteen, right in there.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, I don't drink those fruity girly drinks. Only when I'm in Disney World I try them, but I can only have maybe 1 or 2, especially if you have that pina colada. They're too sweet.
That thing was intense.
Sweet. Yeah. All right. Good stuff. All right, let's go back to Jamie. Jamie, I want to know, did you guys do anything for the first time?
We did. We did a few things. The first time this trip, we stayed at Pandora at night.
Yeah.
We had been in Pandora during the day, done the 2 rides, and had a great time. But we had to run out before the sunset to go off and do another thing at Magic Kingdom. I think the trip before this. So this time, after we had our meetup on Saturday, we went and did the safari, and then we actually met up with Heather and rode the river ride, the Navi River ride.
That was so much fun.
It was. Thank you for meeting up with us. We did. We had a good time on the Navi River. My 2 youngest were with us, and my oldest, Adeline, went on Flight of Passage with Bert and Rich. So we kind of like tag teamed. Me and Heather went off and did one thing, and Bert and Rich did the Flight of Passage. So then we after we did our shopping trip, and Heather can attest, I was stuck in the gift shop for like 2 hours buying a Banshee with my middle daughter. We ended up buying it, which I'm sure you saw. So then we walked out and got to walk around at night, which we hadn't done, and did a few photo pass pictures at night. So that was fun. And my sister-in-law and brother-in-law are going in April or May for the first time in, I think, 6 years. And she was asking me, what should I do? What should I do? I said, go to Pandora. Go at night. It's so fun. It's beautiful. It's kind of spooky with the animal, the alien animal sounds or whatever they are.
You're right. The bushes,
the Navi animals or whatever. So that was something we hadn't done on previous trips that Pandora was open for. So it was an interesting, fun experience for the girls and I.
Perfect. So was there anything else, Jamie, that you did new?
We did. The second thing that was new for us this trip is Ruthie, my 7-year-old, finally rode her first big roller coaster.
Oh.
She had been on Goofy's, Barnstormer and Mine Train. But this trip, she decided to, get the, be a big girl and ride Expedition Everest.
Oh, wow. She went right for the big one.
Yeah. Well, I wanted her to go to Rock and Roller Coaster because that's my favorite. But Bert was like, that's, that might be a little bit too much. It's dark and loud and goes upside down. So she went on Expedition Everest for the first time.
How old is she?
She's 7.
Okay. Yeah. So how'd she do?
She did great.
Yeah.
She did good. She got off and was a little green. When they got off, I wasn't with her. I was with my 4-year-old in Dino Land at Animal Kingdom. But she was a little green when she walked up to me with big eyes. But I think she's glad she did it, but I don't know if she'll go back and do it again.
Oh, you think
it was her final report to me. Yeah.
You think she gets motion sickness?
She doesn't, but I think it was just a little too intense. She doesn't get it in general, like in the car or anything else. But I think it was just too intense. But the cutest thing is the photo pass picture of her. She's hiding. She's like grabbing onto Bert, and you can't even see her face because she's just tucking her head in. It's really cute. So I'm glad we have that picture of her.
Well, we got 25 pictures of Lindsay with her head down, going down Splash Mountain when she was little like that.
Yeah, I love it. It's going to be a classic picture when she's older. So,
I know all about getting nauseous on that ride, so I feel her pain.
Yeah. And then the last thing we did that was new for us this trip was we went to the boathouse, like I said, on Sunday night. And after dinner, Bert and Adeline, my 10-year-old, stayed and did the Void Star Wars Secret of the Empire experience. Which is a virtual reality experience at Disney Springs. And they said it was amazing. It's a separate ticketed, it's not through Disney. You go to a separate website, but it's at Disney Springs and it's a virtual reality experience there. And Bert said it's amazing. So if you love Star Wars and like virtual reality, I highly recommend doing that at Disney Springs.
Whereabouts can you find that?
I think it's near it's in the marketplace, I want to say, down on the east side.
Okay.
I think if you go to Void, it's Void. I don't want to say it's void.com or anything. It's something Void. And you can, if you Google it, if you probably Google Void Star Wars, you could probably find it. But it's an intense virtual reality experience. Nice. And I believe Peter did it.
Yes, I was going to say.
I
only heard about this once, but I didn't get a lot of details on it. Well, we're going to have Holly on soon. I'll have to ask her.
Yeah, we're actually, it's pretty cute. Bert and I and the girls are going in April, and we're going to meet up with Holly and Peter on Easter Sunday.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to go to dinner with them, and then Bert and Peter and Adeline are going to go do it again. So it's because Bert's like, I want to do it with Peter. I know he's done it, and we're going to meet up with them in April and do that. So it should be fun. Yeah.
See all this stuff going on behind my back. I don't even know what's going on.
No, you're fine.
That's awesome.
But the fun thing is, Bert and Adeline were doing that this trip. The Ruthie and my youngest Lena and I went off to Magic Kingdom by ourselves. And I had never been out and about with the girls without Bert before. He had taken the older two to Magic Kingdom. So the younger two and I hopped on a bus. We actually couldn't get a bus from Disney Springs to Magic Kingdom, which I was shocked about. Yeah. I literally walked up to the bus depot at Disney Springs, which is a great space. They have all the bus stops. And I asked somebody because I didn't see anything for Magic Kingdom. And she's like, no, there's no bus right now there. I was shocked that there was no bus from Disney Springs to Magic Kingdom.
At all? So you never got...
I don't know if it was at all, but it was like 5. It was probably 5:30, 5:45 by the time we finished dinner.
Yeah.
So being a geek, I said, how can I get to Magic Kingdom? I said, I'm getting on a bus to Poly, and then I'm going to take the monorail or the boat to Magic Kingdom. So I knew how to get there.
Improvised,
I wasn't lost, but I was just shocked.
Wow.
So,
but it was probably fun.
We took...
hang out with your girls then, right?
Yeah, and they had a great time. They're like, yay, monorail. So we did that, and we had a great night in Magic Kingdom. And one thing that we did that we didn't do previously, this is another first for us, we watched Happily Ever After near Rapunzel's potties, which I think I posted on the Facebook group. Yeah. That's a great place to watch Happily Ever After. If you don't mind missing the castle projection show, which we had seen before.
Sure. So
we were blessed to see that. If you want a great space to watch the fireworks, stand near the bathrooms near Rapunzel's tower. Because on the left side, you see the big fireworks going off, back behind Magic Kingdom.
Yep.
And then if you look to your right, you see the fireworks going off, right at the castle. They have some of the sprays.
Yeah.
Going off right there. So you see it on both sides. Yeah. And then it's deserted. There's nobody there because we stood in line for the lantern magic shot. So we were killing two birds with one stone. We were looking at fireworks on our left, fireworks on our right, and then we got our lantern shot, and then we went back to the resort. So it was a good way to end the day. So that's a recommendation if anybody doesn't want to wait in that crazy crush of people in front of the castle.
Different angle
which is,
and everything,
Yeah, it's a different angle, and standing in a crazy crowd is not my cup of tea. So that's what we did.
I hear you. Well, wow. Well, that's a great stuff for people to try. Thanks, Jamie. Let's try Heather. Your experience. Do you still find new things to do?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, cool.
Every time I find new things to do. So in addition to the couple of restaurants that we hadn't been to before and the couple of new lounges that we tried out for the first time, let's see, we also went to the Edison in Disney Springs.
Oh, yeah. For dinner?
Which was, we actually ate at one of the bars in there. They have multiple bars in this place, but we had dinner right there and it was good.
All right.
Again,
Brand
I'm
new.
Spoiled. It was good.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't great, but it was good. But the atmosphere in there, the theming is just phenomenal. So I would recommend just visiting there, even if you're not going to eat.
Yeah.
Maybe grab a quick drink, but it's just an amazing place just to take in how they designed that place. So after that, we went to Amorette's Patisserie, which we'd never been there before either. So that was really good. Great place to grab a quick dessert.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one. Is that in Disney Springs too?
It is. Yeah. It's near the World of Disney store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty close to that. So that was very good.
What kind of desserts?
Oh, you name it.
Yeah. Is that? But that's all they do there.
Yeah, pretty much. They might have some sandwiches too. I don't remember because I was really focused on the key lime pie.
I've also heard. Sorry to jump in, Heather. This is Jamie. I've also heard they do kind of baking or decorating classes there.
Oh,
like cool. You can sign up. Because I was looking for my daughter, Adeline. She loves baking and decorating. So I think they do those types of things there. We haven't done it. That's another experience you can have, at that location is kind of do a Disney cake decorating class. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great tip. That would be fun.
Disney Springs is just amazing now, isn't it, guys? I mean, there's just so many.
It's almost overwhelming because there's constantly new things.
Yeah, because Edison was brand new. We did the Enzo's bar that's underneath. I came up there and saw it. I wanted to see that Edison, but we were down in Enzo's, which is the speakeasy down below. Yeah, and it's really interesting. It's kind of they kind of run together too. You can hardly tell where one begins and one ends. They kind of share a space down there in the bottom. But anyways, yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, a couple things. We met Star-Lord and Baby Groot at Hollywood Studios, which I know you guys did that as well.
Yeah, it was our first time. Yeah, isn't Groot?
They were great. Yeah. They were really good.
I am Groot.
And I mentioned before we did the minivan service. This was our first time trying that, and it will not be our last time taking the minivans. They were fantastic.
Very convenient.
And so one thing we did for the first time is that we actually spent one of our days, and we're not going to do this anytime soon. This was kind of like research for the future, but we spent one of our days there house hunting. Oh,
yes. I remember you saying that. What's up with that? You're thinking of retirement or what?
We are. We have
you're thinking of
plans to move anytime soon, but we would eventually someday like to move to Florida, which I've lived there in the past. So I would like to move back to Florida.
Oh, right. And were you checking out some areas that you found that you might like?
Yeah, our realtor mostly took us around the Winter Garden area. That's kind of where we're starting our search. And so we visited a few different neighborhoods there, and they were all very nice. And I was just shocked at the amount of new housing construction that's going up, like very, very close to Disney property, like within 10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
I would think that land has already been developed like long ago.
Interesting.
But
it's still Winter Garden?
It's interesting. We got just a few minutes from Disney property, and we were like in the middle of orange groves. And we drove a little bit further, and there was a big construction site with a new housing development going in. Yeah. So it was really interesting.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Heather. Let's see. Let's see if Lisa's still got her Wi-Fi working.
Hey.
She's there. How about you? You doing any new stuff?
Well, on the January trip, we got to go to the Festival of the Arts for the first time.
Right. Bravo.
And the weather was not great, but we found it to be really charming and wished that we'd had more time.
Right. I
wish we had lots more time.
Yes.
And then we did that that Moonlight Magic DVC thing in Magic Kingdom.
And it was raining.
And we had never been to a after hours thing that was free or included with our membership. So that was really fun. We met some good characters and
it was raining like cats and dogs, wasn't it?
No. You blew it off, but it wasn't. It was good. On our last trip, I have to say this, or anybody who's contemplating in their lifetime doing a Run Disney event, even though this was my third time to do, it used to be called the Glass Slipper Challenge. Now they call it the Fairy Tale Challenge.
Yeah.
The 10K and the half marathon in February. Yeah. No two races are ever the same. Okay. So every experience is different, and it's wonderful. This was especially wonderful to me.
Yeah. What was special about this one?
I thought that there were some different and unique characters, and I felt like this was more on par with my very first experience in 2015 versus the next one I did was in 2016, and I didn't think that one was as good, and then this was back to being spectacular again. So it was really phenomenal. There were some great characters and some really fun things along the course.
So while you're running, they're entertaining you?
Yes.
Yeah, I've never been to one, and they're so popular. Was it crowded?
Yeah. When we got ready to start the half marathon, I think I put out on social media, I don't remember if it was Instagram or Twitter, but I took a picture of the crowd and said, Megan and I waiting with 25,000 of our friends.
Yeah. Wow. That's why we say don't go unless you're in the race. if you want to be right.
Well, and as my son says, he thought the challenge was running 19.3 miles. The true challenge is getting up and getting gone. Because we had to wake up at 3:00 in the morning.
Right.
We had to be on the monorail on Sunday morning by 3:30 to get there on time. So it's really hard.
What time does it start?
5:30.
Wow. Why do they start so early?
And it's
Why is it like
well,
that?
because they have to get you out of the parks.
Yeah.
By a certain time?
Well, before they open, they really
Yeah.
don't want you in there.
Right. They don't want to
While
miss
they're
it.
trying to entertain other guests while your
You're
sweaty self is
trampling.
running through there. But there is nothing more magical than running up Main Street USA as the sun is rising with people cheering like crazy. And they play great music. It's phenomenal. It's just something that if you can possibly do that, if you can walk a 16-minute mile, that's all it takes.
Okay.
So
yeah. Oh, that's yeah. I know they're so popular. Good for you for doing that, Lisa. All right. Wow. All right. Let's go back to Jaime. Jaime, do you have any good stories, pixie dust moments, unexpected fun stuff?
Sure, yeah, always. Every trip, there's always something fun or interesting happening.
Keeps us coming back, yeah.
One of the first things that was interesting that happened to us with a guest interaction, we flew in Friday, and did we even go to the resort? I think we did. I think we went to the resort, then we jumped on the bus, and we went to Magic Kingdom. And we got off the bus and we were walking in. We weren't walking into the Magic Kingdom. I shouldn't say that. We were walking to the Magic Kingdom transportation area, not the TCT, to get on we thought we were going to get on the monorail, but the monorail was backed up to the entrance. But we're doing the Disney After Hours that evening, which we hadn't bought a ticket for. So we were walking in, and as you know, people were streaming out, thinking they were just guests getting out of the park because, they were doing an after hours event. But a elderly couple came up to us and handed us the passes for the Disney After Hours. And the gentleman said, "Are you going to the Disney After Hours?" And, I said, "No, we're just, here to go eat a dinner at Polynesian." He said, "Well, take our passes and you can get in anyway." So he just handed us his Disney After Hours passes, which were, $100 and something.
Yeah.
And I felt bad taking them, but he kind of was like walking past me, kind of just like handing them to me as I was walking.
Wow.
But there was 5 of us, and he gave us 2.
Yeah.
So I felt so bad because I didn't want to take them, knowing that we couldn't get in because there was, me and the girls and Bert.
Yeah.
But it was just it was just so nice. It was just one of those things where people give you, they can't use something. I don't know what happened, why they couldn't stay for it, but it was just fun. So we had them, and I tried to give them to a few people because I knew I couldn't use them. But everybody who was leaving wasn't staying for it.
So you weren't able to take advantage of it.
Yeah. We kind of, and of course, Adeline was like, "Can we go?" And I felt so bad because we couldn't all get in, and so that was one of the fun things that just people being so sweet and nice, and that happened. And then another kind of pixie dust moment that happened for us was at the boathouse. We had the most amazing waiter. He was just so patient with us, with the girls. We had never eaten there before. It was packed. It was a Sunday night. And it was just kind of a crazy atmosphere. And he was just so patient with us and the girls. And Bert ordered the lobster. And he could tell, I think the waiter could tell that, we had the girls there and there was a lot going on. So he brought the lobster over and he pulled all the meat out for Bert, just helped us as a family, kind of get our situation.
He pulled the meat out of the lobster for him?
Yeah, he was just standing there and just so attentive, like kept coming over. And the girls didn't know if they wanted they had those slushy drinks. It was just one of those kind of chaotic nights for us. And Bert really was wanting to have a good meal there. So the waiter was just super special. I think his name was Joe. So shout out to Joe at the boathouse if you're listening. He was wonderful. I should have done a cast kind of. I don't think they're cast members there though. I think they're employees of the restaurant. But he was a really nice guy. So at the boathouse. So that was just two instances of kind of a cast member and then just a guest being super sweet to us as we were walking in.
It's amazing the cast members that work at these restaurants could be so good because that's hard work.
Oh, he had a lot of tables. The fact that he stood there and did that for Bert when, my one daughter was, being her.
I don't know. Disney gets so many
5 o'clock at night, so she was having a moment.
Yeah, right.
Trying to wrangle them.
Disney just gets so many great cast members like that. It's phenomenal. It's amazing to me.
Yeah.
All right, Heather, anything that kind of sticks out in your mind that was fun? No?
I always, you know me, I always have wacky stories, but I don't have any wacky stories this time. No, it was just a nice, mellow, fun little getaway. I mean, the highlight was the Geek and Family reunion, of course.
Wow.
Of course. Sorry, I should have mentioned that too. Absolutely. That was the best part of the trip, I do have to say.
It was for me.
Yeah, it really was.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad it was. I thought, that was a great. All right. How about, where's my friend Lisa?
You know, we were really preoccupied with how much we had missed Joseph and finally getting to see him and spend a little time with him. Megan's having her first baby, and it's my first granddaughter, and that Megan and her baby on board and I ran that half marathon together was just a really special time for us. And because we had a heat warning, weather advisory, we decided from the get-go that we were just going to take our time and really soak up the magic. So on the race course, we noticed really early, like 3 miles in, which would have made it when we came back at about mile 10, there was a small pirate ship, and Jack Sparrow and Captain Barbossa were there. And we didn't want to wait in the big, long line to meet those guys. So I ran over to take their picture. And they saw me, both of them, and they were turned toward me and made eyes at me, and I felt a little swoony. They were absolutely fantastic. Really good. I was all like a little swoony from it.
Sounds like me with Flynn Rider.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
You guys got
making eyes and.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to get the definition of swoony. I think I got the picture now. All right.
How Margita looks at you, Kurt. Maybe.
I don't think she's ever looked at me like that.
Oh, I'm sure she has.
Well, maybe if I go back 30 years, yeah.
No.
That's funny. Well, yes, I'll take that back. I did get my hair cut at the Magic Kingdom, so she was swooning there.
Yeah.
So the pixie dust in my hair.
There you go. A little sparkle, a little glitter. Never hurts.
Now we know what does it for.
It's the Magic Kingdom, trust me. It's more of the Magic Kingdom than me.
She was blinded by the pixie dust.
Oh.
Like a halo.
Everything is better at the Magic Kingdom. Especially
Absolutely.
for her. That's great. was you got me all messed up there, Lisa. Was there anything else?
That was you swooning, thinking of Margita, the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, wow. I've totally lost my place. Jamie, I'm coming back to you. Lisa gets me in trouble.
What are we talking about? What's happening?
I got a new question for you. Was anything at Disney World that you thought was overrated?
Oh, goodness.
Or underrated? This one's always kind of tough for people.
Yeah. Well, I guess you got to think about, it's not overrated or underrated, but it's so funny. It always goes back to the transportation with us. I don't know what it is, but we kind of were disappointed. And I knew going in that Caribbean Beach was a big resort, and I hadn't had that experience really yet. We had stayed at Riverside previously, but had a great experience there with the bus system there, and stayed at French Quarter and then Polynesian previously. So those were great experiences because, they're a little smaller, and,
right.
And Polly's on the monorail, and we had run into monorail issues before. So I guess just a little transportation issue at Caribbean Beach with just the internal, we got kind of stuck on the loop. But I do have to say a good thing about transportation, kind of going back to a previous topic at Caribbean Beach, is the van drivers, the Bell Services crew there were amazing. They were wonderful. You get there and you go to the guest house, that main kind of drop off area. And then you have to wait for a van to take you to your section. The gentleman that helped us was great. And then when we were checking out, we had to take Magical Express that morning, the morning we were leaving. And he just kind of helped us we were trying to pack really fast because we wanted to go to the park. And we called and said, can you come pick up our bags? and the gentleman came to the door and was going to take everything. But of course I wasn't ready yet because I was still kind of getting dressed as he showed up. And he said, I can wait or I can come back. And then he came back and he actually drove us instead of just taking our bags. See, I think he could see how flustered I was because I was running around getting the girls ready and Bert was getting flustered. So he took us. He actually put us in the kind of luggage van with him and drove us up to the the checkout area so we could get our luggage onto the Magical Express system and do all that. So those guys were great, and he was just so accommodating and so friendly and talked to us. And so I do have to say that was not an overrated thing or underrated. It was just really unexpected and appreciated. So
that's cool, and not necessarily a cast member that's going to be in contact with. I don't know.
Yeah, he was just there to pick up the luggage. They're not in the parks. That was the thing. Yeah, that was the thing. Like, he probably doesn't interact. He probably comes to the door and says hi, gets the bags, and goes. Yeah. But he was standing there, and I was like, awesome. I'm not ready yet. So I think he just waited. He was really patient. And I said, go do your thing, and we can call somebody else. And he was like, well, I'll just come back and get you. So it was a really nice interaction with the Bell services
how the Disney Beach. So. How the Disney company continues to get people like that amazes me. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And keep it going. All right. Heather, anything that you found overrated or underrated?
No, not really. This was just kind of a nice, like I said, non-wacky trip.
How about did you do any extras or just kept it low key?
Yeah, no, we didn't do any extras. Yeah, it was really mellow and relaxing, which actually was kind of unusual for us. We tend to go pretty hardcore.
Oh yeah, was that different? Was that different for you guys? Do you guys usually just go commando the whole time?
Oh yeah, we typically go commando, but especially when it's just the two of us. Instead of the whole family, we tend to take it a little more slowly. Yeah. We just started doing that. Like, we finally caught on to the fact that we don't have to rush around. We've done a lot of this stuff already. We can just go at a more leisurely pace. So we enjoyed doing that this time.
You know, we've been talking about this too, because we've been going the last couple of years with Judy and Ken, and it's kind of two couples. It's so cool because you can kind of do just about what you want. Yes, I have to do what Mama and Judy want mostly, but I usually they throw me a bone every once in a while. But I'm like, I don't know about you guys, but I like to quit the parks about 3:00, then do the lounges and stuff.
Yeah, one day I will get there.
I know, Jamie. You're not,
you will.
You're not quite there.
And we've been twice. Bert and I have been twice as couples, so we've done that. And I understand what you're saying, Heather. It's nice to kind of just take your time and appreciate the little things, and like, we're blessed to be able to do that, and I appreciate that when I am there. So
yes, exactly.
All right. Let's see. I want to ask the same question from Lisa. Anything overrated or underrated?
I for a lot of people, and kind of sometimes we have the food's good, but compared to places outside the bubble, it's really expensive.
Yeah.
And so that we used our Tables in Wonderland card this has never happened to us before. We felt like total rookies and really embarrassed. And I kind of almost lost my temper because of the ridiculousness of it. But we used our Tables in Wonderland card at Tiffin's. And without even thinking, Raymond gave her the Tables in Wonderland card to our server, Beth, I think was her name. And she came back with the adjusted ticket. And I handed her my credit card. And she said, no, we're not going to be able to do that.
You couldn't do your credit card?
Well, because it wasn't in the same name as the person presenting the Tables in Wonderland card.
Oh, yeah. That.
And I thought, that is so stinking weird, because the credit card is also in Raymond's name. He just didn't have his version.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a joint credit card. We're married. We have the same last name. We're husband and wife. So I was about to work up a bad attitude, and then I reined myself in and said, just use your magic band, honey.
Yeah.
Because it was attached to that credit card.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. But, I did it. No, that has never happened to us before.
That is something that they are enforcing. And we had that conversation. We had a really nice conversation because this kept happening to us too. We had this conversation at the Jock Lindsay's. The woman that was explaining why that was, and now it's totally. I'm on the spot now. I can't remember, but they're definitely enforcing that.
Well, I mean, do you think it has to do with fraud?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know, in any circumstance, if the name doesn't appear as the same, I don't know.
There was some things going on that Disney was clamping on, and I can't put my finger on it. If I remember, I'll post it. But yeah, okay. Anything else, Lise?
Mm-mm.
All right.
No, everything. I mean, we just had a wonderful time. We always have a wonderful time, but I'm kind of like Heather in that now that the life stage we're in. Oh, that sounds terrible. I sound ancient because I'm an old lady. We do take our time and appreciate the small things more than rushing from ride to ride, from attraction to attraction as fast as we can go. So this is a good time. And we're going in May as a family vacation after Joseph gets home from the college program so that Megan's cleared it with her doctor and she can take one more trip.
Oh, nice.
Before the baby's due. So that's our last big blowout before the baby gets here. And we're trying to build in plenty of time so that Megan's not,
were you surprised?
7.5 months pregnant walking around in the heat.
Were you surprised by the art festival?
If the weather had been so... the weather was bad.
It was cold?
But
right?
It was wonderful. No, it was raining.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The food booths were so cool. And the one thing we tried that we all split because we, always have too many ADRs and not enough snack room. The chef prepared it so artistically and the presentation was just amazing. And it was just great.
Yeah. Heather, did you try some of the food booths?
We did. This was actually our second year going to the Festival of the Arts, and we did almost all of the food booths last year.
Okay.
And there were some really good ones and some that looked better than they tasted.
Yeah.
But they were beautiful. And this year we were like, we did that last year. Let's just focus on lounges instead. So we didn't do as much festival food this year.
All right. I'm just going to go right to what's your best advice for newcomers, Jaime? Anything that stuck out to you from these trips?
Oh, goodness.
For beginners?
My best advice, would be obviously do your planning, but don't let, things overwhelm you if you don't get to what you're doing. I think that's a universal thing. But then also, I do have to say with my sister-in-law, I was telling her, she asked me about PhotoPass and if I would do PhotoPass.
Yep.
I definitely would. I would definitely spend the money. I think our first 2 trips, I did not do PhotoPass. And the whole time I spent taking pictures.
Right.
I missed out on so many opportunities, getting it out of my backpack as a new mom, getting every shot. So I definitely think if you can do PhotoPass and be in all the pictures and remember those moments, with your children, and it's a lot of fun. So
did you see the magic shot that Holly posted with the orange bird?
I did, and I love it. I love Orange Bird. That's one of my classics. When I was growing up, my grandparents lived in Florida, and we had like playing cards with the Orange Bird on them.
Yeah.
And that's like one of my memories from my grandparents is the Orange Bird. So I was so excited. So when we go in April, I hope it's still there. So.
And Lisa just got her final Orange Bird for her pin set, right?
No, I've had that.
Ooh.
Leave me alone.
We have one. It's so funny. We have an Orange Bird pin, and I told my daughters, you are not allowed to trade that. I don't do the pin trading, but the girls all have the lanyards. I said, that's mommy's pin. If you trade it, there will be consequences. You cannot trade that one. So
I'm teasing Lisa because I think, didn't I collect like the whole set and you still haven't got the last
Twice.
one?
Twice.
That's history of the podcast. Yeah, the great thing about the PhotoPass is all the things they keep adding and all the magic shots and the rides are included and the video they're putting on. They just keep plussing it. So that's the other thing that's great.
Yeah, I just feel like so many parents are, taking a picture and, they're not in it. And I always find that with me, I like to take pictures of my kids and my family, and I'm never in them, which is fine. But then when I look back in 20, 30 years, when I'm a grandma, I'll be like, I think I was there. I want to be in them sometimes.
I know.
So instead of instead of harassing my husband to take them, I just want to get photo pass. So that's what I do.
If you're weighing the cost benefits of an annual pass, that's important too, because it's included.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, and that's why we got it, because we got annual pass and it was in there. We were like, let's just do it. So,
absolutely. I downloaded them this weekend, and I think it took me about 4 hours to download them all.
Yeah. You got to get them on your computer. But
get a lot of them. Perfect. Heather, anything that you would tell a newbie who's listening in?
Yeah, I'm actually going to skip ahead to my February trip for this one.
Yeah.
Because this is something that I know people have talked about on this podcast before, but I just tried it for the first time and it was fantastic. I did be our guest for breakfast one morning, and I was able to get into Fantasyland before rope drop because I had a breakfast reservation.
Yep.
Now, my ADR was not until over an hour past rope drop, but I still got into Fantasyland before rope drop.
Oh, okay.
So that was awesome.
You cheated.
I know. I didn't know if it would work or not, but it totally worked.
It totally worked. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Good tip.
That's a great one. We've done it twice. Highly recommend doing that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. But it only worked because I was there by myself. If I had to drag my whole crew with me, we wouldn't have gotten there that early.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well,
oh yeah.
When it's Be Our Guest, I grab the kids. I'm like, we're going to meet the beast. Even though we don't. I just, tell them we are.
Right.
My favorite.
We're going to meet somebody. Go, go, go.
We were in the castle. Having breakfast, and one of our listeners was Facebook living the castle show out front. So I used my phone to track her down.
I remember you doing that. I think you Facebooked it or something. I remember you doing that.
I actually had a hard time finding her. It was really weird. I'm like, where she is, but I can see her on my where she is on the phone, but I can't find her.
See, that's the good thing about the internet. There's bad parts, but then there's good parts. You meet friends and see Disney. So,
absolutely.
And I saw that they Google Maps. You can be in the parks now. They do the street view.
The street view was released today. Yeah, actually, I haven't got a chance. I saw it. Yeah, I saw that news announcement. Yeah. The Google.
I haven't seen it either, but check it out.
That's really cool. Absolutely. All right, Lisa, what would you tell a newbie?
It's kind of what Jamie said. Don't dwell on what you're not doing.
Yeah.
Concentrate on what you are experiencing. Try to stay in the moment as much as you can, and with the planning that's necessary now, and with trying to use the mobile app and trying to book more fast passes the minute you scan in for your third fast pass. It's really easy to get lost in all of that and not notice the magical stuff that's happening all around you all the time. And if you ever heard me give advice on when to ride Kilimanjaro safaris, don't listen to me. We had I always say go first thing in the morning because it's not as hot and everybody's having a great time. But we went, and this was February, but we went an hour exactly. I checked the time on the weather app. Went an hour before sunset and had one of the most amazing safari experiences ever.
Because the animals were out better?
Well, they were out, and they had a bull elephant. They had given him a big log for enrichment, and so he was playing with this big log really close to the ride vehicle.
Ooh.
Other animals were super close. Rhinos were super close. Lots of the little gazelle deer type animals were much closer than you normally see them.
Yeah. Cool.
It was actually just one of the best times. And we saw Augustus cuddled up to his mom in the water. So that was really awesome.
He's the hippo, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
I have to second that. When you said that, I literally was like, she's right. When we met you guys on Saturday, I think the 22nd in January for the meetup, we went to the safari right after. And we saw more animals. So it was about 5:30-ish. We saw more animals than we had seen in the early morning hours.
Okay.
So I have to, agree with Lisa.
Okay.
I think maybe in the winter with the cooler weather, there's, they're out more than they might be in, June or July. So that's a great tip, Lisa. You're right. There were definitely more animals than we had ever seen before.
I got to reiterate my tip that really stuck out to me was we picked this week because touringplans.com said this was a low crowd week. And it wasn't. I mean, I kept like saying it seems really crowded to me. And going back later, we did learn that, it was in the 7s crowd levels of a 10 many times when it should have been like a 2. And so this is my tip is you've got to use all of your high crowd strategies, no matter what time of year to go to Disney World. Just reiterated to me what I've said to people. There's no downtime. The big attractions have long lines. You got to get your fast passes. You got to do, of course, I like going early in the morning and beating some of the crowds. And there was just a lot of people there. So you just had to, it wasn't like you could pick this week and say you're going to walk on everything, because it's not going to happen. So bad question to ask. When's the best time to go? All right. Did you guys find it crowded there when you were there in January? Or am I?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, surprisingly,
It
right?
was crowded and cold.
Yeah. The earlier week was colder than the second week we were there for sure. And that's the other thing with January. You don't know. You get those, our northern dip, what do they call that? The jet stream comes down, and it can be a little.
Well, it was a cold winter in the South. I mean, I'm in North Carolina, and it was -1,
especially January. Yeah.
Below, in January. So I mean, it's usually cool, but it's not freezing, and it was cold this winter. So it was a very chilly winter.
Exactly
so
right.
yeah, you just have to look, and you have to pack appropriately. You can pack shorts and t-shirts, but you have to bring your sweater and your leggings and your backpack you can throw on while you're at the park. So
exactly, but we did have some
good chilly.
It does get warm in the day, so we actually all in all we had great weather. Well, Jaime, while you're still there, any last things to add before we say goodbye?
Just I was telling my sister-in-law, I keep bringing her up, thinking about her going for the first time in 6 years, and just your expectations are wonderful, and it's going to be a magical trip, and you're going to have so much fun, but just don't put too much pressure on yourself, because there is so much planning involved these days. And it's wonderful if you do have a travel agent to help you, and, as working parents and, even single people, there's a lot that goes in now to go to Disney World. So just have some help. If you can't have help, just take your time and have a magical time and be in the moment, and, don't take it for granted. And it's a fun time, and just take it easy and have fun.
That was the other thing that stuck out to me, the amount of people standing in line, and they just don't plan, and I never wait in lines. So we know.
Well, I think people don't realize years ago, you didn't have to do all of this stuff. I don't think. I mean, it's funny. The last time I went before I was an adult with children, I was 15 years old. And from 15 to probably 34, I hadn't been. So when I was like, we're going to go to Disney World with the girls, they were, 6 and 4.
Right.
I was like, whoa, I have to do all of this. So there's a lot more than there probably was, but it's fun.
Absolutely.
If you want it to be, and it will be.
Absolutely. Heather, any last things to add?
I want to go back.
You're going. We're always planning our next one.
Heather, you have to go in December. You have to come in December when we're all going to go.
I would love to. I don't know if I can, but I would love to. We actually, our next planned trip is in July, and we're taking my sister and her family who have never been. Yes. Well, my sister's been when she was little, but her kids have never been.
Right.
So I just want to put this out there to the geeking community. I have not taken little kids to Disney in a long time, because my kids are all teenagers now. So if anybody has any words of wisdom for me, feel free to send me some advice on Facebook. I would appreciate it.
Patience.
Just call me, Heather. I'm like,
patience, Heather.
Yeah, that's just what I said. A 4-year-old and a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old last time. So just call me.
All right.
You gotta learn how to work a stroller.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hit some ankles. Get out of my way. That's the worst. Don't hit anyone's ankles with a stroller. That is the worst advice.
I know. I've been on the receiving end of that a few times.
Exactly.
There were a lot of strollers in January. I don't know if it's just me or But I think
it was a holiday weekend for at least for my girls, so there's probably why some of the kids were there. Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of the little kids preschool.
Yeah,
were there.
preschools. Yeah,
definitely. All right. Where's Lisa? Lisa, any last moments? Tell everybody where we can find you too.
Who, me?
Yeah, you got a
you can
podcast.
Find me at livingadisneylife.com, where I am empty nesting with pixie dust. And then you can listen to me on the Disney Exchange podcast, where I hang out with my friends Nick and Dave. And I try to keep them on track.
Yes.
Which is really hard. Harder than you could possibly imagine.
You guys have been going strong for almost as long as me.
Almost.
And any last minute things to add to this conversation?
Well, I'm about to. I don't know. I guess I should have checked with her parents first, and especially since she's not even born yet. But I've already planned my granddaughter's first trip.
I was gonna ask you if you did that. I was gonna say, when are you bringing your grandchild?
You're not gonna wait until she's 6 years old.
You know, I have this. I think it's some kind of syndrome, and I'm not sure what the name of it is, but I'm sure you guys can identify. If I don't have enough trips planned, I start feeling really itchy and weird. So now
it's a condition.
It is. It's a weird. It's like really, I could lay awake at night thinking, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I only have like 2. Yeah. So I have a trip planned for May, and then the baby's coming in the summer, and then Raymond and I for our anniversary are doing the West Coast repositioning cruise from Vancouver to San Diego, and then we're going to Disneyland for a couple days, and then that's September. Then the next trip I have planned is to take grandbaby in January, and then I have kind of a big gap because next September I just booked this morning for our 30th wedding anniversary the Disney British Isles cruise.
I remember we were talking about our 25th wedding anniversry, Lisa.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, it just was a couple days ago. Yeah.
I know. You're making me feel old. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I got a lot coming up, but
nice.
I got the whole baby at Disney World thing. I haven't done that in 22 years, probably. So we'll see how that goes.
Wow.
I'm sure it's like riding a bicycle, right?
Yeah. Patience.
Yeah, I need to buy some of that. Or rent somebody.
Well, I knew this was going to be a lot of fun, guys. You guys didn't disappoint. Just like meeting you in person. It was awesome.
Well, thanks for inviting us.
Yeah.
I had a good time.
Thank you, Kurt.
It's so good being with you, and I don't know, stay in touch, guys, all right?
Of course.
No. No, I'm not going to be on the Facebook page or anything. I never check it.
It's so funny when I post something or somebody posts something, it's like instantaneously there's comments like flying back and forth. It's so.
I know, because it's our happy place.
I think I've noticed. Thanks so much, guys. This was as much fun as I thought it was going to be. Have a good.
Thank you, Kurt.
All right.
Bye, Jamie. Bye, Heather. Bye, Kurt.
Bye, Heather. Bye, Lisa. Good night.
Bye.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
All right. That was such a fun trip report, roundtable trip report with good friends, Lisa, Heather, and Jamie. Thanks so much, guys, for coming on and being such great friends of us in the podcast. All right. Now I want to give some special shout outs. And first of all, very special shout out to Melissa and Livy from New York. You guys, what amazing post you guys made into the Facebook group on Saturday when I woke up and read something really special. You know, you do a podcast and I don't know, you're just doing something about something you really love. And it's amazing how it impacts people. And, you know, we all have tough things going on in our life. And I want to give a special shout out to Livy, especially. I know you had a special grandmom and friend that you lost recently and you're having a rough time with it. You know, here at the podcast, Mom and I, we understand we lost someone special to us a couple of years ago. And, you know, it's Easter. And don't forget, our loved ones are there. And it is a time of resurrection. And we know from Easter that we we live on, and our loved ones live on. We will see them again one day. I know how special your grandmom was to you, Livy, and I was just thinking, we got together with family at Easter time, and I was thinking about my grandparents and my grandfather who used to take me fishing when I was a kid. And I got together with my Uncle Mike. I call him my Uncle Mike. He's really my sister's husband, and we've got a special relationship. We're going to go fishing this coming trout season. I said, we got to go back, and we haven't done it in a long time. And you think back to our grandparents, my granddad, who used to take me fishing when I was a kid. And it's during these holidays that we remember the people that we've lost. And we just got to carry on for them, Livy. And I'm so proud and happy that you enjoy our show, and it brings you a little happiness during this time, a little bit of sadness going on in your life. So Livy, big shout out to you. Love you, sweetheart. Love you, Melissa, and take care. All right. All right. And now I forgot to mention during the podcast that Heather has a podcast also called The Disney Duo that she does with her son. They gave me a shout out recently on their podcast, doing a trip report there, and her husband Rich was on the show too. So glad I got to meet them guys. And thanks for the shout out, Heather. And go check out Heather's podcast, The Disney Duo. I know we mentioned Lisa's podcast during the show, so I felt so bad we didn't mention Heather's podcast. And a big thank you to Jeff Opolka for the intro. I love those intros from the Geeks. That was you really brought your A game, Jeff. That was so awesome. I love the little voiceover you did there. And just, you guys, if you want to do an intro, I totally want you to send me those to kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. Follow Jeff's lead. Tell us your name, where you're from, a little fun Disney fact about yourself. Say that you love going geeking on Walt Disney World with Curtis and Lindsay. And that is a great way. Be creative with it like Jeff was. That was so awesome. I'd love to play those. I don't have one lined up for next week, so if you send it in, I bet I will be playing it next week. Well, are you dreaming of going to Disney World? We are official Fairy Tale Concierge travel agents, along with EJ Cruz and Jennifer Galambos. And Fairy Tale Concierge is an authorized Disney vacation planner agency, and Disney World is such a magical place to go on vacation. Nothing makes you happier than fun experiences with your family. You'll treasure those memories for a lifetime. Let's develop your plan. We've developed a system for planning your awesome Disney World vacation. Mama and Judy and I will get together with you on the phone, and we will put together an awesome trip for you guys. If you're listening to our podcast for trip advice, you can save yourself a lot of time with this free personal offer. You can schedule time with Mama, Judy, and I and get our expert advice. We'll listen to your individual needs and do all the planning work for you, including dining reservations, fast passes, and we'll book your trip. And get started by emailing me at kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com, or you can go to our website, geekinonwdw.com/advice, and I'll get in touch with you and we'll set up a free phone call or video chat. The best part about podcasting and our show are the friends we meet, the trip ideas we share, the relationships that we are creating here on the podcast. Let me give you 2 ways that you can join our amazing Geekin family. First of all, join up for our email list. It's called the Geekin Gazette. It's a newsletter we put out every week. I send an email that has our favorite news story from Walt Disney World, a planning or money-saving tip, and something interesting that our community is talking about. And if Disney and Fairy Tale Concierge is having any kind of discounts, we will let you know about them. When you sign up for our email list, you'll get a planning spreadsheet that we use to plan and track our days, ADRs, fast passes, park hours, and which park we're in. We love to write that all down and text it to each other as a PDF. And it's handy to have that on our phones so we know what everyone is up to. There's a example of that I sent to you when you sign up for the Geekin Gazette, and you can see how that all works. We also have a travel packing checklist. I hate to forget things when I'm going to Disney World, and making checklists is the best way to remember so you don't forget and have that horrible feeling on the way to the airport that you forgot something. So those are two of the goodies that you'll get when you sign up for the Geek and Gazette. You'll get it the very next day. It kind of runs the next day after you sign up. So if you go out to our website, geekinonwdw.com, you sign up for the Geek and Gazette, you'll get that every Monday as I send that out. Another special part of our podcast is our Facebook group. It is awesome. There is always so much being shared with pictures and stories and tips, and it's a private and closed group. And if you want to be a part of that, you've got to qualify. You got to have a passion for Walt Disney World and your vacations. You listen to our show. You got a fun and positive attitude. You get a few questions when you go to sign up for that. Just search for us on Facebook. I'll see those and I'll get you in there. And then I'll ask you to introduce yourself and then we will all say hi. Or you can just email me, kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. If you got a question for us, that'd be great. We also got a voice recording hotline. It's GeekSpeak 860-294-4774. Love to hear what's going on down in the parks. If you got a question, we will play that out onto the podcast. Thanks for supporting our show, guys. Retweeting our Twitter posts, sharing our Facebook groups, sending us iTunes reviews. Thanks so much for telling all your friends about the show. That's the best way to support our show. Have a happy Easter. Enjoy the spring. I hope the weather gets better for you guys like it is starting to happen here. And thanks for going geeking on Walt Disney World with us. We really appreciate you listening and geeking with us every single day. Have a magical day, and I hope all your dreams come true. Hey, 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm going to switch my batteries out. I can't believe that. Here, I'm trying to be professional.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. 1 sec.
Sure. So we had to be here. You know, I'm bad about taking notes in the parks because, you know, I have the kids and it's like crazy and we run around all over the place. We're at like, you know, this park, that park. So I'm bad about note taking as it's happening. So I have to look.
That's okay. That's all right. You don't have to take notes as it happens. You have to enjoy the moment.
That's exactly right. That is exactly right.
I think this format, the questions I have now, you don't have to have like a, you know, I did this, I went there. So it's all open for discussion now. I think it's easier.
All right. I got to say this one thing and then I'm going to let Kurt go. I blew up my credit card today, y'all.
Yeah.
It was I think it's melted in my purse and I might not be able to get it back out. I booked our 30th anniversary cruise to the British Isles on Disney's Magic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's for next September. And then a local children's shop was having a 1 day only going out of business sale.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you gotta all right, so my granddaughter isn't even born yet.
Yeah.
And she has closed for 2 years now. Because her other future grandmother, also named Lisa, was in there while I was in there. We ran into each other. I was like, oh my God. We were able to compare and make sure we weren't duplicating anything.
Oh, that's perfect.
That's great.
But she bought a lot of shoes and I bought a lot of clothes. And it was amazing. Yeah. So my credit card is now melted to the inside of my purse, smoking, smoldering, and awesome. I've got to have a garage sale and sell some plasma coming up quick.
That's great. Funny. Well, I know you guys didn't have real long trips that we're going to review, but hopefully we can squeeze an episode out of it.
Oh, I'm sure with the three of us, we can talk your ear off.
Yeah. No problem.
I'm not too worried. All right. Well, I did a trip report with 3 newbies last week. But the common denominator was I met them all also when I was down there. So I figured I'd bring on 3 of the super geeks, the old timers, and do the same thing.
That's us.
Since we met also. So that's kind of the theme there. All right. I guess I've been recording, so at least I got Lisa's story for the outtakes.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
My poor credit card. Oof, gonna have to.
Well,
send
it's
them some
all
money.
it's all for fabulous reasons and wonderful life experiences. So congratulations.
Thank you very much. That's very sweet.
Better than Mama. Monday she called me at work and with the panic voice, and she got hacked. And
Oh no.
it was like an Instagram and Amazon for sure, and then it was just total pandemonium and changing passwords and all kinds of garbage calling credit card companies. That's what made me think of it, Lisa. So yeah, fun being home. All right, I'm getting ready to get started. I'll introduce Jaime first, then Heather, and then Lisa, and I've got your intros from before, and then we'll just get right into the questions. A little chit chat, I guess, before. But the first question I'm gonna ask you guys is how cool it was to meet us all in person. So we can reminisce on that a little bit. That was
Sounds good.
That was all fun.
All right.
All right, let's go. Oh wow, good stuff, guys.
That was great.
Good
Always.
job. You guys are
So
awesome.
much fun.
You guys are so awesome.
Okay, I have to go to bed.
I know. It's time to go.
I know.
Actually,
I have to get up and go to school. Well, get the kids to school.
I'm going to have a snow day tomorrow. Right, Heather?
Oh yeah, I saw that today. You guys
Yeah.
For
are
real?
snow.
We're going to have a snow event tomorrow.
Well,
Big
then
one.
I'm gonna stop whining that it's only gonna be in the 60s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, please
I
I might lose power tomorrow.
I'm in North Carolina. I'm like, it's gonna be like 50. I'm like, ugh.
Well,
I'm
my
so ready
life
to
is
move
so
south.
my life is so crazy without Joseph here because now I have to take care of the chickens and I
Yeah.
have to take care of this tortoise and the dog and the cat, and like my mornings are crazy. I was on hold with Disney Cruise Line this morning, running outside to gather eggs and throw scratch out for the chickens and make sure they had water. And one of the chickens laid an egg on top of the coop, and how it didn't roll off, I have no idea. But they're weird. They're just who knew?
I knew you were up
I read
early.
something the other day. That this hobby chicken thing is like the Silicon Valley, the tech people. They do it, and it's like the produce equivalent of driving a Tesla. So I'm like, oh, I'm so cool. I have chickens. I'm so cool.
You were up early this morning.
Yeah, my alarm goes off at 4:40.
Yeah. You were responding to me.
Well, but I was kind of cranky and short because I'm like, what are you
No?
doing? It's too early. Stop it.
For me? Well, you're an hour ahead of me. Or behind me.
No, you're an hour
Behind.
ahead.
I'm ahead.
Oh,
I'm an hour up.
the clocks are this weekend. Don't forget, everyone.
Oh, is it?
Oh, that's right.
We'll have sunshine at night. I love sunshine
Oh.
at night. Sorry. I have to say this year when the sun started setting at like 4:00, I
Oh,
was
it's terrible.
depressed. I was
Right.
like, I can't handle it. This year hit me. So I'm so excited. I love sunshine. So I'm like, bring on the sunshine.
What?
Bring on the summer.
They're calling for a foot to
Sounds
18 inches of snow here tomorrow.
Okay, I'm not going to complain about the sunshine.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I have flowers blooming in my yard.
Oh.
Yeah.
Trees are
Wow.
blooming.
I'm not complaining.
Trees are budding. Yeah, it's awesome. But thanks for reminding me because I always daylight savings time. Anytime the time changes, I send out an email to all of our locations where I work, and now it's sort of famous because I put a lot of memes in it and I make a lot of jokes about it. So everybody will be waiting on Friday for my semi-annual time change
Nice.
alert.
Well, there you go.
All right, guys. Good job.
All right,
We'll see you
guys.
later. Take care.
All right.
Night.
Night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.